pieces that are on my 2020 wardrobe wish list. So this video isn't just going to be me talking to the camera, it's going to include loads of pictures and inspiration. And make sure you stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to be sharing with you a bonus tip of how I actually save money for high-priced items and how I can afford these items with no worries. And of course, if you do enjoy this video, please do all of the things. Please like, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing. Your support helps me to continue to make free videos like this one. So sit back, grab a cup of tea, and let's go. So my first item on my 2020 wardrobe wish list is for sure my top priority, and that is a plaid blazer. These are so chic and so trendy. I just love this style at the moment. I think I want it in kind of like a muted brownie neutral tones. I'm picturing a long line blazer with boxy shoulders, possibly shoulder pads, and maybe even double-breasted. I've seen a gorgeous one on Nordstrom, which is just perfect, but way out of my budget. So before I continue, I would love to hear from you about what your top priority item is on your 2020 wardrobe wish list. So the second item on my 2020 wardrobe wish list is a faux black leather jacket. So in my head right now, I am picturing black leather jacket that Monica from Friends wore one season. So this trend and style in my head is so 90s inspired, but it's more of like a blazer style, like a long blazer or a short, really short coat. I'm picturing something with quite a nice collar as well, and maybe some square pockets on the front. This is a really cool style. Obviously, I'd love to go faux leather unless I can find it in a vintage shop. So the next item on my 2020 wardrobe wish list is another big sweater. I don't have many kind of big chunky sweaters. In particular, I am looking for something with a high neck but not a roll neck. I'm looking for a really beautiful fabric that is maybe even knitted. I love that knitted style, especially in big chunky sweats. I love wearing big chunky sweats over leather trousers with trainers. I think that's a really cool look for winter. The next thing that is on my 2020 wardrobe wish list is actually a sweater dress. For winter time, I think they're really cool. Something with long sleeves, maybe a roll neck, big and chunky. I don't want something that's really tight. I want something that's more loose fitting. I just think this is a bit classier, and then I can wear kind of other things underneath to keep myself extra warm. Yeah, sweater dresses have been in and out of fashion for a long time, but there's definitely ones that I really don't like and ones that I love. So I'll be very particular when it comes to choosing my sweater dress. By the way, have you seen my new fiddle leaf? So pretty. Another item I would like to add to my 2020 wardrobe wish list is a cream or beige blazer. I have lots of blazers in my wardrobe right now. Oh, I love blazers, but all my blazers are really dark. So I would like something that I could wear kind of like this color, almost like a flaxy kind of color, or even like a light brown. I think that cargo kind of brown is really trending at the moment. So maybe something like that. That would just fill a lot of gaps with my wardrobe. And the next thing on my 2020 wardrobe wish list is a boiler suit or a cargo suit. So I think I want a little play suit version. There are so many cool ones of these around at the moment. I just love them, and I've seen a bunch on Pinterest recently, and I'm really surprised that I haven't bought any, but I'm trying my hardest to not spend in January because I have a few things in January that means I can't work for a while. I have surgery and a overseas trip planned, so I'm gonna miss out on a lot of work, so I'm trying so hard not to buy. And I'm also saving for a house. But like I said earlier, I'm gonna share with you how I save. Finally, the past year, I have learnt how to manage my money. And in terms of spending that on clothing, I've really knuckled down and found a really good way to save for items that I want. And I'm gonna share that with you at the very end. Another item on my 2020 wardrobe wish list is a vintage belt. Now, I've been trying really hard to find the perfect vintage belt for a little while. I've been looking on eBay and kind of in stores as well. So it's not quite vintage, but the vintage looking belt. I'm still searching for that perfect belt. There are loads on eBay, but it's just a matter of me finding the right one. I'm hoping to wear a vintage belt, either a tan or a brown or a black. I don't really know what I want yet, but I'm very specific. I want a squared kind of edge on the end. I don't want it rounded. I want the buckle to be perfect. So who knows? I might not find this belt, but I'm gonna keep searching for it. I'd love to wear it with my pleated high-waisted pants and a beautiful shirt or a t-shirt. Fingers crossed I find something soon. I just keep looking. And the last thing on my 2020 wardrobe wish list are some new shorts. So actually there's two different shorts that I want. The first is like a faux leather shorts. I think I actually have found the ones that I want from Country Road. I will link it below. And then the other type of short is I want like a longer style suit short with pleats, like the pleated high-waisted palazzo pants I've been telling you about, but short versions, and not short, like medium style short, not up to my knees short, below my knees and my thighs, in the middle of my leg, but also like not into the dagginess of the knees. Like I don't mind it. I think that kind of style is cool when you have like a blazer on top. So if you've got the full suit going, it's cool down to the knees. But if I'm just wearing it with everyday t-shirts and belts and shirts and stuff, then I just kind of want it in the middle of my thigh. Now, a little bonus tip for how I've been saving for my favorite items. So basically, I don't want to get an idea in my head that I want something and then I buy it then and there. I want to sit on it for a little while. I want to make sure I'm making the right decision when I'm spending my money and that I'm really mindful of what I'm spending my hard-earned money on. So I have nicknamed every single one of my bank accounts. They're all saving for different things. So I've got my holiday fund, I've got my tax because I have to put money away for tax because I'm self-employed. I've got my fund for one specific clothing item, which is what I'm going to talk to you about. I have nicknamed one of my accounts Holiday to Italy. I then set up direct debits to go out of my account every week for a certain amount of money. So I did $30 a week, $30 a week. I did not notice that leaving my spending account at all. What I did notice was savings account growing. And then I eventually had enough. You can make this direct debit figure anything you want. $5, $10 a week, 20, 30, 40, 100, whatever you can afford. This way you are not noticing the money leaving your account. It's not a huge chunk of money. It's a little bit every week. You are also spending a couple of weeks, maybe even a couple of months thinking about spending on that item so you don't make any wrong choices. And you're watching your money grow and you know exactly what your money is growing for. That is the easiest way to save for anything. So today I've got another account that is my clothing savings account. I'm gonna nickname that Plaid Blazer, and maybe I'll put 20 or 30 or $40 a week into that. And in say 2 months time, I'm gonna have enough to buy my plaid blazer and I don't have to stress about whether I can afford to spend it that month. I hope you enjoyed this video. You got some value out of it. If you did, please like and consider subscribing if you haven't yet. Don't forget to comment below and tell me what you are hoping to put on your 2020 wardrobe wish list and what you want the most. Happy styling. Already, I'm obsessed with plants. This room is like a jungle right now. I'll count the plants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 that I can see.